Black single mom mocked in boardroom, she cancels $300 million deal hours later. Opening, the weight of the room. The boardroom at Pinnacle Ventures smells of polished mahogany and quiet arrogance. Sunlight streams through floor-to-ceiling windows, glinting off the Manhattan skyline. At the head of the table stands Nia Carter, a 38-year-old black single mother and CEO of Horizon Innovations, a tech firm on the cusp of a $300 million merger. Her tailored blazer and confident smile mask the exhaustion of juggling board meetings and bedtime stories for her 10-year-old son, Malik. Today, she's here to finalize the deal that could redefine her company and her legacy. But as Nia begins her presentation, the air shifts. Smirks ripple across the faces of Pinnacle's all-white, all-male executive team. A snide comment about her background cuts through the room, followed by chuckles. Nia's jaw tightens, but she presses on. She's faced worse. What she doesn't expect is how far they'll go, or how swiftly she'll make them regret it. Within hours, Nia will cancel the $300 million deal, sending shockwaves through the corporate world and proving that underestimating her was their biggest mistake. Nia Carter is a force. Raised in Brooklyn by a single mother herself, she clawed her way through MIT on scholarships, built Horizon Innovations from a laptop in her tiny apartment, and turned it into a tech powerhouse specializing in AI-driven healthcare solutions. Her company's software, which optimizes hospital resource allocation, has saved thousands of lives. Pinnacle Ventures, a venture capital giant, wants to acquire Horizon to expand its portfolio. The $300 million deal would make Nia one of the richest black women in tech and secure Malik's future. In the boardroom, Nia's presentation is flawless. She outlines how Horizon's tech could boost Pinnacle's profits by 20% in 2 years, backed by data and case studies. But the executives, led by Robert Langley, a silver-haired managing partner with a penchant for condescension, seem more interested in her personal life than her slides. "So, Nia," Langley interrupts, leaning back in his chair, "how do you manage all this? As a single mom?" The room snickers. "Must be tough, balancing diapers and deadlines." The jab lands like a slap. Nia, composed, corrects him, "My son's 10, Mr. Langley. And I've run a company worth $500 million while raising him. I manage." But Langley doesn't stop. He questions her fit with Pinnacle's culture, implying her Brooklyn roots and single-parent status make her an outsider. Another executive, Greg Vaughn, chimes in, "We just want to ensure our partners align with our pedigree." The word hangs in the air, heavy with racial and class undertones. Nia's CFO, Priya Sharma, a close ally, grips her pen tightly, but Nia signals her to stay calm. She finishes her presentation, her voice steady, her eyes burning. Back at Horizon's office, Nia replays the meeting in her head. She's faced microaggressions before, skeptical investors, dismissive colleagues, but this was different. It wasn't just bias, it was mockery, deliberate in public. Priya urges her to push forward with the deal, arguing the money could fund Horizon's next phase. But Nia's gut tells her otherwise. "They don't respect me," she says. "And if they don't respect me, they won't respect what we built." That evening, Nia tucks Malik into bed. He asks why she looks sad. She hesitates, then says, "Some people think mommy doesn't belong at the big table. But I'm going to show them they're wrong." Malik, wise beyond his years, replies, "You always do, Mom." Nia spends the night reviewing the merger terms. Pinnacle's offer is generous, but the fine print reveals red flags, clauses that would dilute Horizon's autonomy and sideline Nia's team. She realizes the boardroom mockery wasn't just personal, it was a power play to undermine her authority post-merger. By dawn, her decision is made. At 8 a.m., Nia sends an email to Langley, ceasing Pinnacle's board and her own team. It's concise and devastating. After careful consideration, Horizon Innovations is withdrawing from the proposed merger with Pinnacle Ventures. We value partners who share our commitment to respect and innovation. Regrettably, your team does not meet that standard. She attaches a recording of the boardroom exchange, captured discreetly by Priya's smartwatch. By noon, the news breaks on X, where a tech journalist with 500,000 followers posts the story. Black CEO Nia Carter cancels $300 million deal with Pinnacle Ventures after racist, sexist boardroom remarks. The audio clip, leaked anonymously, goes viral, amassing 2 million views in hours. Hashtags like hashtag Nia Carter and hashtag boycott Pinnacle trend globally. Protests form outside Pinnacle's Manhattan headquarters, and clients begin pulling funds. Langley, blindsided, issues a panicked apology, claiming his comments were misunderstood. But the damage is done. Pinnacle's stock drops 8%, wiping out $400 million in market value. 2 board members resign, citing cultural misalignment. Nia, meanwhile, fields calls from rival firms eager to partner with Horizon on her terms. The fallout isn't just corporate. Nia's decision, while empowering, comes with risks. Online trolls target her with racist and sexist vitriol, and she hires security from Malik after threatening messages appear. Her mother, Yvonne, a retired nurse, reminds her of their family's resilience. "We've been through worse, baby. Keep your head up." At Horizon, Nia's team rallies around her. Priya, who's faced her own battles as an Indian-American woman in tech, organizes a company-wide meeting to reaffirm Horizon's values. A young black intern, Tasha, shares how Nia's stand inspired her to stay in the industry. "I thought I had to shrink myself to fit," Tasha says. "You showed me I don't." Langley, meanwhile, faces internal exile. His colleagues distance themselves, and his reputation as a deal closer crumbles. He privately emails Nia, offering a personal apology and a revised deal, but she doesn't respond. For Nia, it's not about revenge, it's about building a legacy where people like her don't have to fight to be seen. Nia's stand reshapes the corporate landscape. Horizon pivots, securing a $200 million investment from a black-led venture fund that aligns with her vision. The deal allows Horizon to expand its AI platform globally, saving more lives and creating jobs in underserved communities. Nia becomes a sought-after speaker, addressing conferences on diversity and leadership, her story cited in business schools as a case study in principled leadership. Pinnacle, under pressure, hires a diversity consultant and mandates bias training, though employees privately call it damage control. A 2025 McKinsey report notes that 65% of Fortune 500 companies have revised diversity policies since 2020, driven by incidents like Nia's. The report also finds that firms with diverse leadership outperform competitors by 25%, a stat Nia quotes in her TED Talk, titled "The Cost of Underestimating Us." The broader impact is cultural. On X, black women entrepreneurs share their own stories of boardroom bias, sparking a movement called #Seat at the Table. Malik, inspired by his mom, starts a coding club at school to teach kids from his neighborhood, dreaming of a future where they, too, can lead. Nia's story isn't just about one woman or one deal. It's about the systemic barriers black women face in corporate spaces, where only 2% of C-suite roles are held by black women, according to a 2024 leanin.org study. It's about the courage to walk away from a table that doesn't value you, and the power to build your own. Nia's $300 million decision wasn't just a rejection of Pinnacle, it was a rejection of a system that demands conformity over authenticity. The cost is real. Nia still checks her locks twice at night, and Malik asks why some people hate them. But she also sees hope, in Tasha's ambition, in Priya's loyalty, in Malik's dreams. Her stand didn't fix the world, but it cracked the glass ceiling a little wider. Nia Carter didn't set out to make history. She just wanted to do her job. But when Pinnacle Ventures mocked her identity, she reminded them, and the world, that power isn't just in money or titles. It's in knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. Hours after a boardroom tried to diminish her, Nia canceled a $300 million deal, proving that the real cost of bias is paid by those who perpetuate it. This is a story of resilience, reckoning, and redefining success. It's a reminder that the next time someone underestimates you, they might just wish they hadn't. Because in a world where every voice can be amplified, one woman's stand can change the game.